What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and want stuff. I got an EP review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new EP from the band The Secret, entitled Lux Tenebris. This is released on Southern Lord Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Trieste, Italy, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very dark, crusty, nihilistic hybrid of both black metal and metallic hardcore. Yeah. The Secret are a very, very intriguing band within the facets of extreme metal, because this was a band that had one sort of sound in the very beginning, early beginning stages of their career, but then later on they decided to experiment with a new sort of sound, and I believe ever since they made that transition into a new sort of sound, I feel that it's worked out better for this band. This band put out a couple of really solid full lengths in the early 2000s with their debut full length from 2004, Luce, and then in 2008 with Disintoxication, pretty much showcasing a very wild, spastic, metalcore-esque sort of thing going on with those two full-length albums. Really great albums in their own respective rights. But then in 2010, this band put out an album which I believe really set them into the stratosphere with Solve et Coagula. Everything about that album was just so special, from the Justin Bartlett album cover, which I know many people see a lot today, very recognizable album cover art, to the music itself, which tended to veer towards more black metal inspired sort of leanings. And I believe that that band made that work. It made it work very well, from the vocals to the riffs to the musical compositions. Everything about that album was fantastic, and I would still consider that to be the prime peak of The Secret's existence. And then they followed it up in 2012 with another really solid full-length album, Agnus Dei, pretty much continuing on in the same pathway as their previous full-length, showing more of their black metal sort of chops, in addition to what The Secret also know how to do best, adding the grind, the crust, the metalcore elements. This band knows how to make all of those sort of styles work. Of course, if you mix metallic hardcore with black metal, you may have some mixed reactions, but I don't think you should have a mixed reaction when it comes to The Secret. This band knows exactly what they're doing. It's been 6 years since we had last heard any full-length, some new material from this band, and now The Secret are back in the form of a new EP entitled Lux Tenebris. It's only 3 tracks, and it clocks in at around 19 minutes in length, so you're going to get a pretty fulfilling EP here with this release. And this also continues on in the same pathway as their previous releases, Solve et Coagula and Agnus Dei. This EP starts off with the track Vertigo, which I would have to say is the slow burner of this release. It's the song that really sets up your anticipations in order to get to the next couple of tracks on here. Very methodical in pace, delivery, a lot of anticipation setting up going with that track, and then you get to the next 2 tracks on this album, The Sorrowful Void and Cupio Dissolvi. Oh man, crazy songwriting going on with those 2 tracks. Things get a little bit more hectic and crazy from there. Musically, this is very, very strong and solid stuff. I love the guitar riffs. I love the heaviness and tone of these riffs, especially on the track The Sorrowful Void. You get the best moments of these guitar riffs throughout this entire record. Very good tone, very good quality. I love the way that this EP is produced and mixed. It brings out a very good quality and tone to these very, very awesome riffs. Very heavy for what this band knows how to bring. The bass work on here is very audible and clear too, definitely suitable for the heavy guitar riffs that you hear throughout this entire record. They all complement each other. The bass work and the guitar work complement each other here with these tracks on here. The drum work is awesome. Going back to the first track, it's pretty much a slow burn, little bit of a setup of anticipation, and then when you get to Sorrowful Void, you get the blast beats, you get the fills, you get the crazy chaotic sort of drumming that you would know best from The Secret on that track, and going on to Cupio Dissolvi. Really great drum work on these tracks. Very well paced, very awesome, especially considering all these songs are pretty lengthy. This drummer has great stamina and patience, and he really gets the job done here with his drum performance. And when it comes to the vocals, once again, a little bit of a setup of anticipation. You hear some vocals on Vertigo, but then the next couple of tracks afterwards, you get some really strong, shrieked and retched sort of vocal styles going on here. Very well executed in the sense of all of these songs here. Very, very strong vocal performance being done here, and definitely wonderful for what this band knows how to do. So overall, this is another really solid release from this band. This band, I don't think, has put out anything worth... this band hasn't put out a bad release, in my opinion, and Lux Tenebris is just another example of what this band is continuing to set forward. Of course, it's been a while since we had heard music from them, but I'm glad they're making music again, and I cannot wait to hear what this band does next. So if you're into anything The Secret has done, Lux Tenebris will be another fine example to add to your collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as how you can get a hold of this EP and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Secret Bandcamp page where you can listen to this EP in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it by digitally, and to the best of my knowledge, it is available as a single-sided 12-inch vinyl with a silkscreen skull etching. The album cover is a etching on the B side of the record. I don't know the limitation on that, but you can buy that from Southern Lord. And yeah, again, the EP is Lux Tenebris by The Secret. This is released on Southern Lord Records. Go check this one out. And for a score, I'm feeling an 8.5 out of 10 for this one. Very, very top-notch EP from a very top-notch Italian band. So if you've happened to have heard this EP, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it, and how you think it compares to previous Secret releases. Are any of you guys into The Secret? Definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army Hill out.